Guys, welcome back to NFL Predictions. Now today will be a lot louder and we'll be doing the AFC North. So these are the preseason games if you want to see that. Really, I don't think the Steelers will have too much trouble winning these. I mean, Pittsburgh has to play Atlanta, who freaking destroyed the Patriots in the Super Bowl for most of the time. Steelers couldn't even beat the Patriots, so if you can't beat the Patriots, I don't think you'll beat the Falcons either. I mean, unless they've softened since last year. But yeah, I really think that could be the only one they lose. I mean, unless they lose at the Panthers, Panthers always beat them, but hey. So we're going to be going in order, of course, by best to last, but I'm going to be putting Baltimore in front of Cincinnati just for the fact that Cincinnati was just like they had a Cleveland kind of year is what I'm gonna say. But yeah, it doesn't look much different on mobile than it did last year. I believe it's exactly the same. So this will be on the 9th, not the 9th, the 10th of September on a Sunday. I could fucking wait until September because I don't want summer to be over. Because I know I'll be going to high school after fucking August begins. No, not after. I don't go back to school until nearly September, but like the first 2 weeks of August, so it's nice to get nearly 3 months away from school, but then when you return, life's fucking shit to you again. But hey, we're not here to do that. Here to predict the AFC North schedule, and we're starting with the Steelers because they won the AFC North and got freaking and lost by like 20 points to the Patriots. Pittsburgh at Cleveland. If Cleveland's obviously gonna start out the way they did last year, no matter what. Even in 2014, when they were going to Pittsburgh to play them first game, they almost beat the Steelers, and I think it'll be very similar to that. So even if Ben is in, I think it'll still be a very close game because they got freaking DeShone Kizer. He's from Notre Dame, and he's not terrible. It was just the team that was kind of misleading to Notre Dame last year. The quarterback was really good. It was just the team losing so many games. It was overall the team, not the quarterback. But yeah, I think Pittsburgh will win a close one in Cleveland. Surprisingly, Cleveland isn't gonna give it to Pittsburgh. Minnesota at Pittsburgh. Well, Pittsburgh's at home against the team that will hopefully rebuild from last season. But yeah, I don't know if Minnesota will make the playoffs this year or not. Maybe not. I don't know. In one of my predictions, I predicted Minnesota 11-5 or something like that, and then in the last one, I think I said they'll only be 9-7. I'll have to relook at Minnesota's schedule and let you guys know real quick. Pittsburgh at Chicago. That's kind of a tough one, but based off of how Chicago did last year, I'm going to go Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh at Baltimore. Baltimore always wins there. So, surprisingly, for the first time in, forever, well, no, actually, they went 4-0 this year. I forgot about that. Or did they? I remember they went 4-1 and then got beat by the Dolphins, but yeah, they got blew out by the Eagles, so they didn't win. But for the first time in how many years? I don't know. Some amount of years, they're gonna be 3-0 for the first time, and then just get beat by Baltimore the next game. So that is 3-1. Jacksonville at Pittsburgh. People are saying Jacksonville's gonna regrow themselves, and I'm not gonna doubt completely that that won't happen. But they're not going to go to Pittsburgh and win. That's just a fact. In fact, Steelers would probably go to Jacksonville and do equally and go over there and win. So, it's uneven for Jacksonville either way. So, that's 4-1. Same record they had last year. And look, it will once again be ruined by an away game. I say Kansas City beats Pittsburgh to get revenge on kicking them out of the AFC Championship game. That's 4-2, 5-2. Pittsburgh at Detroit. I have no clue. That would be a tough one. That's one that would be very, very hard to predict. But since I think the Steelers, I don't think they'll go to the Super Bowl this year. I really don't even know. I'm gonna have to do the thing I did last year, like where I find an NFL playoff predictor for the 2017 season. Luckily, they have those before like the season even happens. But yeah, I think I'll just give Pittsburgh a win there. I don't think Indianapolis has gotten any better. I mean, like, I think they'll improve from last year possibly, but I think I'm gonna go Pittsburgh. 7-2, 8-2, 9-2. 10-2, 11-2. I think I'm gonna say 12-2. No. I believe there's a game where I think they'll lose. Okay, I think they're gonna lose to Detroit or Indianapolis. So 7-3 right there. 8-3, 9-3, 10-3, 11-3, 12-3. I have no fucking clue, guys. I'm just gonna call Houston a okay, you know what? In the matchup between JJ and TJ, I'm gonna go JJ, older brothers. So I'm giving Houston the victory. You know what? Houston victory, upset. JJ's little brother gets defeated by him. So I got the Steelers going 12-4, and yes, I did just say that the Steelers will beat the Patriots for the first time since like what 2010, 2008, somewhere around there. It's been a while. I think it might have even been the last time they went to the Super Bowl when they beat New England. I don't remember. Now we're going to look at the Ravens. Alright, guys, so this is the Ravens schedule. And let's just say, guys, that I'm doing it on mobile because I know you guys are going to hear me a lot better. Quality will most likely be better. There's no guarantees in that happening. But I'm guessing it's going to be better. Baltimore's going to get their first game against Cincinnati. Cincinnati, the past few times, has been prone to win there, so I'm going to say Cincinnati. So, instead of Baltimore beating Buffalo or something like that this time, it's going to be in reverse, and they're going to lose on the road this year, the first game. I don't even remember if they were on the road, but I know it's going to be in reverse from last year. Their records are going to go reverse. Instead of 1-0, it's going to be 0-1. Cleveland at Baltimore. I'm gonna call Baltimore, so that's 1-1, guys. Baltimore at Jacksonville. Now that'll be a tough one. See, I called Jacksonville to win last year, but I think they're gonna win this year. I really think Jacksonville is not terrible. Like, they're not extremely that bad to where they can't beat the Ravens. I believe they only lost last year to the Ravens due to it was like a missed field goal or something, but yeah, they almost won, literally. If Jacksonville, wait, no, I don't remember. Yeah, I think they were up, I think they lost, 17. I'd have to rewatch it. But I remember it was a really close game, and I believe it was just one Jacksonville mistake that made them lose that game. So I'm going to go Jacksonville. Ravens are going to start out with another losing record. Pittsburgh at Baltimore. I'm calling Baltimore to win that game. Because, I already mentioned this. So, next game we got Baltimore on the road against my team, the Raiders. Raiders for sure, because Baltimore sucks. my Cox, so they're going to lose. Chicago at Baltimore. Baltimore. Baltimore at Minnesota. Now, I really wouldn't know. I think Baltimore's going to be better this year, kind of. I'm going to call Baltimore 4-3, guys. Miami at Baltimore, that's 5-3, guys. Baltimore at Tennessee. I think Tennessee's going to be good this year, just like they were last year. In fact, they almost won the freaking division. Like, they were only one game away. I believe they were 8-8, 9-7. The only reason they didn't win the division was because the Texans got the tiebreaker over them. So, or it was because the Texans got a game over them. I forget, but the Texans, that was kind of a tight division between the Colts, Titans, and Texans. But clearly the Colts weren't going to get in because they would have had to beat Oakland to stay in it in that second to last game. So yeah, guys, they couldn't do it. But Tennessee's gonna beat Baltimore. Baltimore at Green Bay. I remember one time a few years ago, like 4, Green Bay beat Baltimore by like a very small score, 17-19, very similar to Jacksonville. I think Baltimore gets their revenge, guys. Calling Baltimore for a good game that game in an upset. So 6-4. Houston at Baltimore. Baltimore, that's 7-4, guys. 8-4. 8-5. They're gonna lose. At Cleveland. I don't know really. Cleveland has been known to upset teams there. They won last year there, so I'm just gonna call them again for it. 9-5, just to give them a winning record. Indianapolis at Baltimore. Now I feel if Baltimore and Indianapolis are good, this will actually be a good game. It's on at 4:30 in the second to last week. And then they'll also be playing on New Year's Eve on Sunday against the Bengals at home. I don't know if I should say they're going to win these two or if they're going to lose to the Colts. I don't know, but I'm just going to say, you know what? I'm calling the Colts on an upset, and then Baltimore beats Cincinnati. So that's 10-6, guys. So Baltimore will fall shortly behind. But, however, I think they have a possibility to win this division. Now, I think I originally said they were going to be 12-4. That's a possibility. I mean, like, if they beat, like, freaking... If they beat Indianapolis and Cincinnati, they'll be easily 11-5. I mean, they also might beat the Jaguars. So I'm gonna say somewhere between 10-6 and 12-4. Because if they're a really good team, I'm gonna judge them based off of the first 2 games. And if they do really well, I think they'll beat Jacksonville. But as of right now, we're still 3 months away from the preseason, so I'm gonna call Jacksonville. Yeah, that's it for the Ravens schedule. Now let's move on to the Bengals. Now, guys, I have not had a good look at the Bengals schedule yet, but we do know some games that they're gonna win and lose. So, Baltimore. Thanks for the freaking comment, bro. Kinda commented right in the middle of my, video, but, okay. That guy probably commented on my 3rd channel. I'm not gonna check it right now, though. Baltimore at Cincinnati. We already said Cincinnati will win that one, 1-0. I have no clue if they'll beat Houston. I always have Houston winning this game. Houston will probably be kinda good or actually very good. I don't know. I'm calling Houston. So Cincinnati, you only win 1 game before losing. So no undefeated streak for you guys. Remember that one season, like they were like 8-0 and then they got beat. But yeah, that's probably their best season of all time because they went 12-4 that season. I believe that season was 2015, if I'm correct. Cincinnati at Green Bay. Cleveland. I think Cleveland, if they're gonna get better, I'm gonna call Cleveland 1-3. At Cincinnati, Wow, they're already 1-3. That surprises me. I don't think they were 1-3 last year. Buffalo at Cincinnati. I'm gonna call Cincinnati 2-3. Cincinnati at Pittsburgh 2-4. Indianapolis at Cincinnati. I'm gonna call Cincinnati for that one 3-4. Cincinnati at Jacksonville. They will lose that game. 3-5. 3-6. Denver 3-7. 4-7. 4-8. I was about to say 5-7 because I thought they were gonna be Pittsburgh, but never mind. 5-8. 6-8. Either 6-8 or 5-9. I think they're gonna lose to Detroit, so I guess 6-9. Yeah, Baltimore. So I guess Cincinnati will go 6-10. I don't think they're that horrible to where they'll be 5-11. I think they're at least 6-10, if not maybe 8-8. I don't know, but I don't think Cincinnati's playoff bound for the second straight year. I think last year was also the first year they missed the playoffs in like 5 seasons. That's freaking insane. Now let's check last, but obviously least, the Browns. If you guys didn't notice, this year I decided I'm not gonna split each division into parts. I'm just doing the whole division, so we can get this done with quicker. And if I ever want to return to this before the NFL preseason begins or before the actual season begins, I can just redo it. And, I won't have to spend so much time making these prediction videos. I'll probably do them every 3 or 4 days, I'll probably have one maybe uploaded Sunday or Monday, one of the two. And, yeah, this should be the easiest schedule of the North. I think the Browns could be better this year. I don't know. But I think they'll have a close game in this first one, but you already know what I'm going to say. 0-1, buddy. Cleveland at Baltimore, that'll be 0-2. 0-3. I think that's their first win, 1-3. So this year, guys, you'll be getting a win quicker. It'll only be 4 games rather than, freaking the whole NFL season, except for 1 or 2 games. Holy crap, that was insane. I didn't think the Browns were ever going to win a game that last year. But they were lucky they got that 1-15, but at least they got the best draft pick. I guess that's an advantage, because 49ers would have been tied if they had what would have been funny if the 49ers just literally won that first game and shut out the Rams and then just lost the rest of the season. That'd be funny. But yet it wouldn't be funny because, the 49ers are a lot better than the Browns. So that's why they were 2-14 rather than 1-15, tying the Browns for first draft spot. Jets at Browns. Now, I believe the Jets had struggled last year against the Browns, but the Jets always somehow find a way. Even when they suck, they still beat the Browns. But you guys are probably going to go insane inside your brains. But for the first time ever, the Browns are going to win 2 straight games. Well, at least the first time in this century. I think they maybe only went to the playoffs one time, and that was back in 2007. And that was with Romeo Crennel. That was the last good coach they had. Hugh Jackson might be a good coach, but if he's not this year, he'll get fired, obviously. Because, he was 1-15 last year. If the season turns out the same way, and I'm not right about these predictions, then he'll probably be fired. So 2-3, 2-4. Houston's obviously going to win that. I'd like to say, I'm giving Cleveland the win. They're gonna be good just like the Titans are. They'll be just as good. And Cleveland will be 3-3. And they'll still have an average record rather than a terrible, shitty record like they normally would get. Yeah, guys, they will be 3-3. Did they already get their bye week? Yep, they did. Where did they? I'm looking. No, I don't think they had their bye week. 1-3, 2-3. 3-3. No, they'll be 4-3. They'll be having a winning record. Holy crap! Then Minnesota wins though. Minnesota's gonna win. Teddy Bridgewater's gonna return. And what's funny about this is the Browns are actually gonna get a game in London. I guess. I think that's what I saw. That was one of the London games. They're playing at 9:30, but my best guess is this is in London. I'm not giving Cleveland the win though. The Vikings they're not gonna lose after freaking having what could have been a better season last year. So obviously they're not gonna lose to the Browns, or they're not gonna want it anyway. But yeah. So 4-4. There's their bye week halfway through the season. Cleveland at Detroit, that's a loss, 4-5. And now the Browns are going downhill, as you see. Jacksonville is at Cleveland. I'm still going Jacksonville because Jacksonville always beats Cleveland since like 2013. 4-6, 4-7, 4-8 after being embarrassed. So that's 5 straight losses. I mean, at least they're doing better than last season. So I give Hugh Jackson some credit. Green Bay at Cleveland, that might be an upset, but I doubt it. So I'm giving Green Bay the win, 4-9. 4-10. You know what? I think Cleveland will beat Chicago. You know, just as a good win for Hugh Jackson to stay as coach. That's a win. So Browns will be 5-11 this year. That's what I'm gonna predict. 5-11, maybe even 6-10. I don't know. That's good for the Browns actually. Usually they do horrible as crap. They could this year. If my predictions are correct, people, then Hugh Jackson may not be fired. So I'm gonna say thank you guys for watching. I think next I'm gonna be doing the AFC South. That'd be Jacksonville, Houston, Indianapolis, and Tennessee. So that'll be it, guys. If you want to see more videos like this, go to the NFL Predictions playlist. I'm gonna make one for 2016 and 2017. Got a lot of work ahead of me for that, but anyway, don't listen to me ramble on and on forever. Thank you guys for watching. See you in the next video. Bye, guys.